Yeah. Morning, everybody.
Well, wait till it actually goes live.
Uh,
There we
so,
go. Now you can do it. Hi. That's good enough to me, my faithful. Oh, there we go. We can do a sound check.
why not?
In the beginning,
Loaves and fishes.
are you hungry?
Good looking piece of wood.
Yeah.
Alfeas Bayram.
That means pizza man.
Yes. Mm.
We're 20 days past your deadline for this quarter's tribute. Your collector is
Yeah, that
tentatively
sounds good.
Good.
Yeah. I'm going to seize your house and live in your living room tonight.
Yeah. Your
Uh,
pizza arrived after 30 minutes. It's free.
right. Yeah, I apologize for being late. I looked at the clock. I have not slept all night long. I don't know why. Uh, Mine just racing. I don't know. Um, I even went to Walmart and got some serotonin, whatever, help me sleep. Uh, Looked at the clock. I had it was like 10:51. So darn it, I did the same thing that I did the other day. It's like just a few more moments, and yeah, it's 11:18 when I look at the clock. Oh shoot, I think it was 11:18 last time.
Shadow, you're in the Sunday morning crew Twitter thing, right?
Yeah, still
Because
got no
that's
link. Okay, going to
the mall, I
mall
guess.
again. Oh, okay.
He was talking about his
Yeah.
daughter.
Well, I mean, I can drop it right there in the chat, which I usually do. So, anyone wants to join us, Shadowhawk, feel free. Sorry.
I thought he was in the Twitter group. That's where I got it.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter group, and
Or X group, whatever.
I actually thought I sent it. I sent him the link for it, and that was one reason why I didn't send him the link for the 4 o'clock shadow. You usually don't do Twitter. Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
that.
he usually doesn't. He does Instagram.
Mm.
Uh,
Pick your poison, I guess.
our later today we'll have on Pat Broderick, unless there's problems there. I do not know why I could not sleep. I must tell you. Let's see. I don't want that. I want to go to Gmail.
I'm pretty sure it happens to everybody at least now and then.
I just couldn't shut my mind off. I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's I have that problem too. It's you were
It's
saying
like
you went to
what
Walmart
the
and bought
hell?
serotonin, right? It's about serotonin.
Yeah.
My what I would do would be go to Walmart when I couldn't sleep and just walk around and watch people, just kind of people watch walking around. I'd eventually get tired just walking, so help me go sleep.
All right. All right. Well, here's some news. Okay. So Mike's unavailable. Yeah, Mike Marion. Let's see.
Hmm. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Shadows backstage.
Okay. Just responding to Pat Broderick. Okay. There we go. Hey,
Oh,
Shadow.
well, hello, everyone.
The gang's all together.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't like
never
his
mind.
tone.
Kicked
I'm
me
gonna give
already.
it to him back.
You can hear the
You
attitude.
kicked me already, you bastard.
I know, you could just hear it dripping and seething and writhing. And yeah, Pat Broderick won't be on today.
Oh no. What happened?
Well,
He
he
didn't like
said
your attitude
since
right now.
yeah, well, yeah, it was
No, he's
kind of,
fucking sick of this.
I see that just doesn't cut it with me, mister. Okay,
I'm
so the
getting ready
real
to fire
reason
Rex myself at this point.
he says, Rex, since Mike will not be attending this, I'm gonna have to insist on delaying this until at least 2 weeks, and you can actually get Mike on board. Okay, and I said, okay, he
Oh,
is attending
damn.
an event. We can wait till then. So, well, I mean, plans change. Yeah, I'd like to have
That's all
Mike
good.
on, and
I was looking forward to
Mike
it.
was for it. He just couldn't get, he just couldn't get.
He just get the.
I forget what he said. Like he's got an event. Let's see.
He had other commitments. That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't want to say the reason.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, Pat's got something going on this week coming up, and he'll be unavailable for a couple weeks. So, let's see, where is Mike? Mike said, okay, I'm gonna check the Gmail for that. All right. He just said he might not be around on Twitter, but he was a little bit more explicit in Gmail.
Yeah.
He said, can't make it, Rex. I'll be attending an event. Happy to talk with you at a later date. Okay, so. And I understand, Pat may feel, okay, I'm going into a strange environment. I'd rather have, Mike with me. Hopefully he's talked to Mike.
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
Romo
that's
Art, and
hey,
Hen
Romo,
in the
what's
house.
happening, buddy?
I'm with Hen.
And Hen in the house. Just get
Oh,
on with
hello,
the show.
Hen.
Okay.
Good to see you, all right.
Oh, just as an FYI, today's episode is 1 hour, 1 minute.
Ooh, it's a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Now is this episode 1, season 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's the Beatitudes. That's got it probably begins with that. Obviously not. We already did the sound check, and it's the Centurion. Anyway, I don't know if you call him a Centurion. Roman soldier anyway, saying you have not paid your taxes. So, does God care about you? This is The Chosen, episode 1, season 3, which is the last season they have. But by the time we finish season 3, I think season 4 will be out and we'll be able to continue. Oh, Daisy. You say I just don't care. Oh, once. Yeah, see that? See the dog. But anyway, bad timing. Yeah, that was zoom in and then like straighten up and zoom out.
Okay, so where did we leave off last week?
It was the Beatitudes. He was coming out before the crowd. That was the only thing that in the entire series. That's a good doggy, Romo says. That was the only thing that I had any criticism with. They had less than 1,000 people, I guesstimate, in that crowd. They were all in a square, Shadow
that crowd scene was a little jacked, dude.
Yeah, and it was flat. In reality, they were probably set on a hill, and he spoke from the bottom of the hill. That way, sound carried upward the hill, and everybody could hear him because there were no speakers, microphones back then, obviously. And when you do that, sound carries, up to the audience.
Yeah, you create a natural amphitheater.
A natural amphitheater. You are correct, sir. So,
yeah.
It was not on flat country, I'm sure, like they depicted. My main thing was, can't you give a casting call? Or if you have to expend a little bit of money, and it's just a minor thing, but I mean, put a little CG in there and put a few more, because they, made the comment, "Oh gosh, there must be 3,000 or more like 4,000 here." It looked like less than 1,000. They were all in a square.
They were so perfectly regimented into like a rectangle. It's like you never see a crowd look like that.
There was no incoming line from any direction. I would have put a line coming in from both directions or something.
I mean, they did put a couple ominous things in there, like the Roman soldiers on horseback, like kind of hurting the crowd a little bit, which is kind of ominous.
I mean, you saw
just that crowd scene, though. I mean, they would have never just lined up in a perfectly straight line like that. They would be wrapping around the stage, trying to get as close as they could.
That was another thing. The stage, they built like a modern concert stage almost.
Yeah, they had like curtains for him to come out from behind.
Oh, they even had which couldn't have been easy to put together, a little rock step for him to step up on, and then
like a little perch for him.
So
a podium.
I don't mind the contemporary. Like Andrew. Okay, so Andrew's mentioned, I think, 7 times in the Bible. He's always leading someone to Christ. First his brother, and then others. He's always introducing somebody new. Nathaniel, I think, was one, to Christ. Every time I've heard a sermon on that, where, me and Andrew, invite people to know Christ. Anyway, he's only mentioned very scarcely. So, they're like, they're going to arrest Jesus like they did James, or, he's kind of worrying, or, I mean, I don't mind all that. I don't even mind. I think one of the highlights for me was the modern joke of the guy that actually robbed the Good Samaritan. He says, "What? Too soon?" He tells a joke. Oh, that's a modern, but I loved it. It was great. Great writing in it. But the only thing, in 3 seasons that I have just a minor thing is, the crowd looks way too small. This is supposed to be a big event. You've been leading up to this in the storyline for many episodes. I'd say 3 or 4 episodes, if not more, or probably all of season 2. Oh, I got this big speech, I got to memorize it and rehearse it and go off and pray about it. And, this is supposed to be a big event, and you get out there and it's like, we sold a few tickets. It's like, what the hell? I don't get it. They even make a comment.
It's like a Joe Biden rally.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of
About 200 people in their car going beep, 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 beep with their mask on. You just
Most
have
of
to
them
ruin
got
it.
paid to be there.
You just everything's going fine.
Poor Jesus got Biden on that episode, man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Terrible.
We all got Biden somehow. It feels like that over a few times.
We're still getting Biden every day, dude. Don't remind me.
I'm a living speed bump at this point. You're a greasy.
Just roll on over me.
I mean, since I couldn't go to sleep, Shadowhawk, I went on and I think I watched, put a watch on just about every copy of Fantastic Four Annual #1, which I bought. Smoking Wraith, you probably didn't get to see it. Would you like to see the big purchase I made yesterday?
Sure, pull it up.
Dude, this thing is, it's so freaking amazing up to a point.
Up to a point. Huh?
Well, when you go online and you see what's available, I made a damn good deal.
Oh no, dude! I'm telling you, I've
Most
seen
of these do
way
not
worse
look this
covers.
good.
But
You have to spend nearly $1,000 or more to get something that looks this good. It's got
yeah,
one thing wrong with it.
I have seen way worse that graded higher for some reason, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Look at this thing; it's beautiful.
It is. I mean, there's a little breakage right there, but that's to be expected with these things. They were stapled and glued. And you know what? I got to
1963,
looking.
bro.
All the spine is still there. It's now you can't say that with a lot of those on eBay. Most of them,
No, yeah. There's a
you get
lot of them there.
72 pages, but all of the wording is still there. It says, I think 25 cents. Fantastic Four annual, whatever, Marvel Comics Group. It's all there, all the spine. It's almost like somebody took a razor blade and unfortunately cut the back cover off.
Ugh.
But the page.
But look at the quality of those pages. Look at how white they are.
Oh, it looks
There's
great.
no yellowing.
And
That's-
it's complete. It's complete. I saw some that wasn't
and
even
that's the last
complete.
page. It's not like it's missing anything.
Yeah,
all.
and that is fantastic. I knew immediately that is the last page to the origin of Fantastic Four #1, which CGC left off the label that it even reprints Fantastic Four #1. I would say this is Fantastic Four's first annual from 1963. It's 60 years old. Yeah, it graded 1.5, but there were like 3 or 4 0.5s. I'm thinking about doing a video on this and show you the difference of in 0.5.
Dude, I've seen like 2.5s and 3.0s. The cover was all tattered and
everything.
shit.
But look at that cover.
I've seen like missing chunks off the cover that graded higher than that, and I don't understand that.
I know the grading. It's subjective.
That
I paid
cover
$110 for this, but this is.
That cover is pristine, dude. It's
I mean, there's a little breakage there, but I mean,
yeah, the back is missing, but who gives a fuck about the back?
It really does look like it just broke off at the seam because all of the writing is still on there. It's still folded over and got that piece of paper that was glued down. It's amazing, and they with these first ones and even later into the 70s, they stapled them and glued them, and usually they weren't this big, 72 pages,
Yeah, that's a big volume.
But this is a good looking copy, man. It's not frayed. You know how you get the little fringe, the fray around the edges and stuff. It's not abraded. It is a good looking copy. It's been pressed.
Looks like it's never been read.
Yeah, I mean, until you turn it over and there's no back cover. But like I say, the spine, if you could see the spine.
But the front of it, dude, I'm telling you, I have seen higher graded copies with like a whole corner missing off the front cover.
$110,
like a 2.5 or something.
I can put this up right now and make my money back plus.
Oh,
maybe not a lot more, but maybe. But I'm not going to, because this is my only copy.
Like I said, did you put that thing up on the wall, hang it up, and nobody's ever gonna fucking know. They'll think you got an 8.0 Fantastic Four hanging on the wall. Yeah, I would cover up that. I'd put like an 8 in front of that 0.5. I'd just like stick a fucking sticker on that.
Right there, and if I put
8.5.
I was happy to get it. You just don't see that out in the wild. There was several copies on eBay, but that's eBay. It's a key issue.
I love how Rex is out in the wild. He's out there battling jungle beasts to get his copy of.
Well, I mean, it's the first. I just said, could I see that? Because I've never held.
He had to cross a pond of alligators to wrestle an alligator, a lion.
You never see certain books like when on eBay. Even on eBay, I waited 2 years for one book, which I bought, a graded book. There's only 3 of them graded. It has Jack Kirby and Joe Simon on the cover. I've shown it several times. It's been a while,
Oh, dude,
but
there are still certain toys that I'm looking for that they only come up every once in a fucking while, and they
right,
ain't cheap.
yeah, oh yeah, very rare. Uh, but
Like
yeah, I'm very.
the original Pit figure from back in the day,
I
dude.
never
I
thought I would
really
buy
want
a
that.
point five anything. I saw graded pages. I saw graded or non-graded pages. They put it under PG. I forget what PG is, but uh, and I've seen that with Action Comics and other big, Detective Comics 27 First Batman. I've seen stuff like that, but not for like Silver Age stuff. They even had some that were graded, almost like they grade cards. The one page.
Really?
It's like what? Yeah, because it's like the first appearance of Annihilus, which was in one of the Fantastic Four annuals. Not in this one. This retails Fantastic
And
Four
they sent in
Origin.
one page?
One page, yeah. Have you never
Wow.
seen one page? I think I've shown one page on the show,
Maybe
certain
you
things.
have, dude.
Like
Wow.
Action
Yeah, that's
Comics
sick.
#1, you can get a lot of money just from anything with that book. I would say
Well, dude,
if you had
if you've got a cover of that and nothing else, you could probably get.
no, not even a cover, just an interior page, and it might not even be the Superman story.
Right. But I'm
You,
saying, like,
I, I
if
will,
you
I
just
will
had
go
the
this
cover
far.
and nothing
If
else,
you
you would
had
probably get one, I think.
half a page or a third of a page, just a corner, a chunk, people would give some. I mean, it's almost like, ooh, I want Paul McCartney, a strand of Paul McCartney's hair. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but in comics, and there's only about 100 copies left.
All I've
They
got is
probably
the
printed.
barcode.
I think it seems like the original printing of Action Comics was maybe 800,000, but there's only like 100 left due to time and 80 something years and
Oh yeah,
um and and
and
also
horror
wartime
stories like floods
recycling
and fires and
and
hot
wartime recycling. A
God.
lot of them were just and there were a lot of soldiers that probably died on the battlefield with an Action Comics #1 if they were like
Drunk moms with
in their
convention
backpack.
stickers coming home and ruining your
They
comic book.
sold, like I mentioned this Timothy last night on my late night stream. And that was not that late. It was like 11 something, I think, when we were streaming. But I've been up most of the night, and that's like, so I guess this is a long one. I guess we need to run that bean footage. Sadly, Pat Broderick will not be on for a couple weeks, but when he does, I'm sure Mike, if I set it up,
Well,
Mike,
we'll just be
I'll
that much
set it
more
up with
fired up
Mike,
when
and
Pat gets here. So
yeah, once he gets on and sees everything copacetic, and he wants the whole art team there, or the
yeah, well,
writer with him, he'll
it might
probably want
help
to come
if
back.
the
So
host was on time. And
That
all right,
attitude.
I'm not. I've already kicked you 2 or 3 times, Shadowhawk. I'm not going to do that. So there goes smoking. We just won't have a chosen today because of your
oh,
attitude.
come on,
Oh,
man.
maybe we need
All
to have a
right,
chosen because of
all
your
right.
attitude. You need to
I'll
get
be
saved.
nice, Jay.
Quit getting me kicked, Shadow.
I'll be nice. And Rex
Don't
is
do
gonna be
that,
all
Shadow.
sensitive today. Jeez Louise.
Well, yeah.
He gives me crap every day,
Part of the fun.
I feel like my house is crumbling. Okay, wait a minute. Are we going to start? You got to let me know this because I have to, tell the audience.
yeah, we have to.
Goodbye. This
Well,
is
goodbye.
Yeah, well, goodbye. Yeah, Goombaya, my lord, Goombaya. You like that one?
The little hippie-ish.
Well, yeah. Well, you should have no problem with that. So, that's okay. And then after we start this, I have to communicate with Vic. He's like 3 o'clock today. I'm like, yeah. Well, I'm not having Pat Broderick, but I haven't slept all night. So, and I do want to see this. and it would have to be a long one the day I haven't slept. But
Yeah.
yeah, but
Figure better. I figured starting it sooner rather than later would probably be good for everybody.
yeah, I just don't know why I couldn't sleep, And then once about I don't
How'd
want to
that work
sleep.
out for you, Smoking?
Yeah. Well, you got to go buy shoes, so.
That's all right. The daughter
Well,
knows she's got to wait until after my stream. I already
you're
done
getting
told her.
new shoes?
No, I got to go buy my daughter a ridiculously overpriced pair of shoes at the fucking mall because that's the only thing that's going to make her happy.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You have a choice in the matter. But anyway,
spoiled rotten.
Yeah, I've got a choice in the matter. If I can sit here and listen to these little girls cry at me for the next month, no, I'm just gonna go buy her the
I
pair
don't
of
want to
shoes.
hear it. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're
Sounds like a rock
banished
in a hard
from
place.
existence. You better take care of those. That's all I got to say.
Hush, miss.
Okay. Anyway, where was I going with that? Nothing. Shoes.
You were
Oh
going
yeah.
nowhere.
I didn't get shoes, but I got some more of those socks. I'm gonna have to check this out. I went to the other Dollar Tree, and they had mossy oak socks. Now they were the
Really?
thermal socks. I said yes. It doesn't get that cold, as you know, smoking right here, but survivalistic kicked in. I may need thermal socks in the future, so it's always good to
It may
have
get down
and not
to
need.
40 degrees.
I've got a couple pairs
You
of
can
thermal
fold
socks. It
them
gets
up
cold
and
here.
put them in
Devil.
my.
It gets cold here. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
You guys get snow?
That's only because you're
Yeah.
under the air inside. Go
Okay.
outside. It's not that
I don't know. The part of Arkansas that's next to
Hey,
Houston
TJ.
is like what?
Hey,
Little
Tim,
Rock and all that kind of stuff.
in really
That stays
cold,
warm.
rough winters, it's usually more ice. Like we get inches and inches of just pure ice, and it stays,
back in the
and
day,
it can
we
stay
had
for a
bark
week,
for
couple weeks.
shoes. That is how we liked it back in the day. Bark for shoes. I've never had bark shoes.
And it was uphill both ways.
I never had. I do have.
Timothy. That's awesome.
I do have a wooden Dutch Sabot.
Hail TJ.
It's just for looks, not actually. It wouldn't fit on my foot. My foot's bigger than that. But can you imagine wearing wooden shoes? Those old Sabots. Oh my gosh! Like they
Dude,
used
can
to.
you imagine wearing wooden shoes in frickin' Sweden in the wintertime? That's got to suck.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
my
they had the wooden shoes in Sweden.
Well, I mean, whatever, like Deutschland, where the I mean, it gets cold. It gets cold over there, man. Right? Fucking.
Yeah. Speaking of Deutschland, I drank my orange Fanta last night when Timothy Olsen was.
How dare you?
I know it was. Did you know that Fanta was made in Germany? I think starting in 1940. Smoking.
Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't Hitler authorize it or something?
Not Deutschland, Timothy. Come on now. Yeah, I mean, he wanted the bottlers needed to bottle
Deutschland.
up
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have clogs, very comfy, actually. Wow, TJ has clogs. There you go. I usually use.
I can't believe a word you say.
Drano for that. Don't overtalk my joke. I usually use Drano for that. The clogs in the sink. When you want to wash your, shoes. Dillard's from there, right? From where? Doucheland. Oh my gosh, Timothy.
Oh shit, Timmy.
Yeah. Timothy was on with me last night. We had fun for a little while, and then it's like, I need to go to bed so we won't have Pat Broderick on today, but we will have him on in a couple of weeks with Mike Barron, so that'll be good.
Woohoo! Mike
We
Barron
need
for
to
the
get the whole
4th
team.
time on the 4 o'clock
Maybe
show.
all he wants to talk about is that, but I really wanted to delve into some of Pat's career, and I probably will let a few things slip and ask him a few questions apart from, the project. So
Yeah,
maybe
Dillard
he's
is
like, well, if
probably
Mike
lurking
backed out,
somewhere.
I'm going to back out. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get him on. Mike's very,
Dude, Mike,
accommodating.
Mike
Yeah.
is cool, man. I'm not worried about it. We'll have him back.
We'll have both of them on. Yeah, I wanted both of them on too. It just didn't work out. Now, if I'd scheduled it for Saturday, yesterday, maybe Mike could have made it. But it's just like, well, Pat's son
Dude,
had.
I'm going on a campaign now. I gotta find a way to get a hold of Jim Steranko. I want to get him on the show so fucking bad. I can't wait to talk to this guy, because I mean, you know what Mike is like. Can you imagine just getting Steranko live? Be so cool.
Hey, you set it up. I broadcast it. What can I say? I mean, yeah. Who knows if
Dude, I'm gonna do anything I
the
can.
thing of it is, you got to have a microphone. I mean, Pat's going to be joining us like you are from his phone. So not everybody has a microphone and camera and whatever.
Well, yeah,
Or
I've
even
got
a
a new
YouTube
setup. I just don't have a place to put it yet. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
working
know he
on it.
does a lot of conventions, and at his age, and he looks stunning for his age. That hair and everything,
Stunning.
but stunning and brave. Anyway, before I get in trouble, we could blather on forever, but this is a long
Yeah,
one.
why don't we roll that beautiful bean, please?
And are you going to do any grilling or yard work today, Shadow?
No, yard work actually got done earlier in the week. I came home from
Well,
work
good for
and
you.
had time. Yeah, so I may do some grilling later. We might have a fire, do some s'mores or something.
Yeah,
like
I'd burn
that.
those damn shoes. I'd purchase those shoes. I would purchase those shoes. I would grill those shoes and give them to my daughter, the ashes or something. I would say, this is what I think about expending money and being pressured and hearing your whining about if you don't get them. I will purchase them and burn them purposely in front of your face. I'm sorry. But I
hard.
used to be
Bro,
one of those. I need this, I need that, and a lot of that is just
no. Trust me, I'm no fucking pushover. My kid.
Oh, I know you're not a pushover. I know that much about you. You're actually pretty like let me go get the chainsaw. I'm like, wow. You're like, wow, way to cut them off at the knees. Well, look, guys, let me.
This is the exception to.
Let me go brew a cup of coffee.
The exception to the rule for my baby, and she's gonna learn a lesson today.
And well, I hope she learns a lesson. You could use a ball peen hammer and give her the shoes, but she might hobble for a little while.
Don't need to take it that far yet.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can be harsh. I'm keeping my options open.
Timothy Olsen says Rex is right. Cry at the sight of shoes burning. The devil made me say it. Yeah.
Oh, Timothy, I love your sense of humor, bro.
Smoking, how's your job coming?
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Staying busy,
yeah. And then what I like about it is when winter hits and the bottom drops out, because it is seasonal work, landscaping. Of course, there's some stuff you can do in the winter too, but it slows up and whatnot.
I would say you could snowplow, but if all you guys get is ice, I guess all you can do is really go out and salt, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And we don't get a lot of that. And it's so irregular, you can't.
You don't. We get more.
Oh, dude, when I was living in Houston, we had one ice
yeah.
storm in 10 years, and it shut the entire city down.
My sister lives
hilarious.
Near a mountain, so in Arkansas. I forget where she said they were.
Watching you Southern drivers in snow and ice.
I told my sister about you smoking, Race.
Did you?
Yeah, that you were in Rogers, right? You're in Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I forget exactly
How
where
does
she's
Roger
located.
feel
But
about that?
Is she
she's
single?
supposed to come up here maybe later this year and see me.
Oh, you don't want her to do that.
Oh yeah, she's going to go on a tour. She's going to visit all her brothers, which are scattered around. She's retired, so she can do that. You cannot
Yeah, didn't
believe
you
how
say
the
she's got like
predators
a
often.
travel trailer or something too? Like
Yeah,
she's
Melvin 3 got funded, Shadowhawk. I learned that last night
Congrats.
on our stream together.
yeah, it was 94% last time I saw. So congratulations, Timothy.
Yeah.
There you go. They have
Hell yeah.
snow that shuts the whole country down.
Where's
What?
TJ?
Contry.
TJ is TJ in Scotland, right? I
No,
could be
that's
wrong.
Margot. She's in the UK.
Oh, Margot's in Scotland.
I'm
TJ's
going to get
in
my
England.
coffee, damn it.
Ah, shit.
Hmm.
I get them all confused. The UK girl.
Shouldn't have said that on
It's all
the
pretty
thing.
much the same island. I mean,
38 days left. That's
It's
right.
just
38.
one. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple, separations between Scotland and Ireland, what have
yeah,
you.
but you could swim between them. I mean, come on.
That's the cool
Yeah,
thing about
it's like
Timothy Olsen. He's always
people have
shilling.
swum the English Channel many a time. You can go all the way from Europe to Britain, like.
Hey,
just
did
like
you
swimming.
hear that Melvin 3 got funded?
Hey, you know what? I heard Melvin 3 got funded.
Yeah, 38 days left.
That's crazy. Hey, did you hear EBS got suspended off Twitter?
No, I didn't. How'd that
Yeah.
happen?
Apparently he fucking retweeted something that Twitter didn't like. So
I know it's always stressful when waiting for it to fund, Timothy. Just get used to it. It always is. Only joking.
but
If it snows,
they would have
rains,
to do this
yeah.
to the poor guy. He's only
You
got
cannot
like a
believe
half.
it. I told you on launch day you were going to make it. When you made $150 that first day, man, you were like, what, 30-something% there or something?
Oh,
we
shit,
knew you were
Timothy.
going to make it. It was just going to take a little bit of time.
We told you from the get-go, brother.
And your book looks better than ever, bro. You've been leveling up every issue. What the hell?
Yeah, he keeps this shit up, man. He's gonna be fucking goddamn.
I'm going to be
Jim
asking
Lee cry.
him for a job. Are you kidding?
Oh, he's talking about EBS.
No,
it's hilarious, dude. I can't believe it.
Oh.
Now that supposedly the newer, kinder, gentler twatter, but yeah, they suspended him.
I wonder what it.
Well, he's
How did
made
you
$500,000
find out about
already on fucking Wreck Planet, or not Wreck Planet,
did you
but Red
find out about it?
Extermination. It was all over the fucking internet this morning, dude. That's all
okay.
anybody was talking about.
I'm gonna go get my coffee.
Like Twitter, Instagram, it was everywhere. When I woke up, I'm like, oh shit, look at this. And then I went to EBS's account, and it's like he's gone. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna try to slow down Red Extermination now. He's already over $500,000 funded. What really can you do to him at this point? Yeah, okay, let's ban him off Twitter. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. It just makes me giggle that they even try this bullshit at this point. I mean, we're
all the gay ops.
and indie comics. They're so fucking winning, man. It's just getting more and more desperate. The mainstream is just trying to shut people down.
Is that what the tweet? Is that what the tweet was about? Was like comics and shit and mainstream and all that shit?
Dude, I didn't even get to see what Ethan retweeted. They won't even show you.
Because if you got blocked for that, like just saying dumb shit, like that's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, it was basically just a retweet of somebody's opinion on something with a mainstream comic book, from what I understand,
Wow.
and they fucking shut him down.
Apparently, comic books are pretty important on the Twitter.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to remold the social outlook of children in America, and make them your slaves, then you can't have people deviate from the message.
Yep, I agree. The
That's
independence
when you
getting
get in
so
trouble.
popular that
You
the
start to deviate, right?
well, it's also the money. The money's starting to shift away from them, and they can't have that.
No, yeah. Well, and then and
It's the
exactly, and
money
they
and the
see
message.
the success, dude. What is it? 30 fucking, not even, or maybe 60 days, whatever it's been. Ethan's $500,000 on his third campaign already.
That's what I'm
I
saying,
mean,
and he is not alone in making those big numbers. So, I mean, that's a
no,
lot of
and
money that they are looking at, saying that should be ours.
yeah, and how come we aren't making that money? You know what?
Because
Why?
you're
Why?
gay.
Because you're fucking gay. Exactly.
And I say that in the high school sense.
All right.
Yeah.
So where are we at with this episode we're supposed to be watching?
Well, it's a good-looking piece of wood. Opening shot. I can't tell if it's a door or a gate. Part of a shed, maybe. What do you think?
Dude, it's so dark on my screen, I can't hardly even. It might be a door. I don't know.
Let's go a couple seconds. I see a couple slits.
Gate, maybe? Coming into a little bit.
Rex takes forever to get coffee. Ooh, it was a door. There's the door. Yeah.
It was a door. Okay. Wow, that was a long, dragged out pulling thing for a door.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did that.
Holy shit.
Because we did the first sound test, and I remember thinking, like, man, that is a long shot on a piece of wood.
Yeah.
And all that could go through my head was, what does that piece of wood connect to? What is it?
Yeah, is there some significance to this wood? What the hell?
I had nothing else to think about except that piece of wood. So I just my brain wouldn't stop thinking about what could that piece of wood be. Oh, now we're at
I'm
AD.
gonna blame it all on Rex for being late. He subjected you to that.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay, so AD 24, is that, since they're actually saying that, does that mean that the timeline that we've been on isn't AD 24?
So Christ is already dead then, right? AD is after death,
after
right?
death. That's what I mean. It's so a future, just a future shot, I guess.
Oh, apparently. Holy shit.
Flash forward.
Okay. I wasn't aware we were going to be doing this with this show, but okay.
I'm cool with it. So far, they've treated everything else pretty elegantly.
Yeah, no, they've done very well so far. I just a little surprising.
I wonder who's behind the door.
But I mean, it's not like it's a spoiler. I mean, everybody knows.
What if Jesus opened the door?
Everybody knows Christ dies, right?
Right? Wouldn't that be like a?
Oh shit! Jesus opens the door. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole Elvis thing. Like he just ended up somewhere else.
Have you ever seen Bubba Hotep?
I think so. Yeah.
With Bruce Campbell, he's Elvis in a retirement home, and the retirement home gets invaded by a monster, and him and John F. Kennedy, who's actually had his brain transplanted into an old black man's body, have to fight off the monster.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, it's a fucking great movie.
Oh, now I'm definitely gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's called Bubba Hotep, dude. If you like Bruce Campbell, you'll fall in love with it immediately. It's amazing.
That's Ash and Evil Dead or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Briscoe County Jr. He did.
I think the first thing I saw him in was like repeats of Burn Notice on USA.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
He
was the
was on.
only
Yeah,
thing.
he always
That
used to
was
be wearing like the Hawaiian shirts and shit.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was the only thing our big little satellite digital TV channel thing would pick up. We got like 13 channels or whatever.
Oh my god, dude! Like the original Evil Dead movie, so fucking great. And if it wasn't for him, they never would have been pulled off the way they were. I mean, the dude is just like his facial expressions and it's just he's he's like Jim Carrey before Jim Carrey. You know, it's just
Well, you could always tell that he enjoyed what he did.
oh yeah, dude. He was
Like he put everything into it, which made every character
well,
very very unique.
him and Sam Raimi, I guess, went to fucking college together and shit, right? You know,
Yeah,
so they went to film school and like, you know, Bruce was an actor, Sam was going to film school. So like when they made the first Evil Dead, they were just fucking kids, dude.
Yep.
You know, the budget on that was minuscule. It was yeah, it's just amazing to see, you know, where you can go.
Timothy Olsen says Evil Dead 2.
Oh, Evil Dead 2.
Apparently, that's his favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's the best one out of the original trilogy. It's basically a remake of the first one, just with a couple of new things added, but the special effects are so much better. Yeah, it that's just a fun series of movies, man. Just like the first three, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then Day of the Dead. Those first three, you just watch those. You don't have to deal with the rest of everything that comes afterwards and blah blah blah. Those first three self-contained are amazing. First three Star Wars movies. Just watch those. Don't deal with the rest of Star Wars. It's all crap. Those first three, beautiful.
Right. That's kind of how I feel about the Man with No Name trilogy, about like westerns. I can just watch those three and be good.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
With it, Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More, and
The good,
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
That's all you need, dude. You got those in your collection.
It's your
Spaghetti
quintessential
Western.
cowboy movies, you know. That's all you really need.
Yeah. You got spaghetti westerns covered. That's all you need, dude.
There's really only one John Wayne, really old western that I actually really enjoyed. The rest were just okay, you know.
Oh, dude, I forget which movie it is, but he's talking to the kid, and he gives him the oath. You know, you might get punched in the mouth for that, but I'm not gonna hit you. The hell I'm not. And he turns around, just flattens this kid into a fucking ditch on the side of the road.
Right.
That's my favorite John Wayne scene ever. Like,
yeah, I mean, they all had good moments in them like that, but the story overall were just meh, just mediocre. But there was one that I remember watching, like with my dad or my uncle or something one time, that I was genuinely intrigued, but I can't for the life of me remember the name of it.
Oh god,
just some old black and white thing, you know.
He was in so damn many of them.
I know, that's what I mean. It's
yeah, I used to watch them all with my dad. Dude, you know, he was a big John Wayne guy.
My dad was a Clint Eastwood guy, so
my dude, Clint Eastwood, whatchamacallit, Death Wish when it came out.
Yeah,
dude, I used to watch all these movies with my dad. My mom would be sitting there bitching. Hey, why are you letting him watch this? He's like, shut up. He needs to see this.
He needs to know what life is
Monty Python and shit with my dad, dude. Fucking, my mom would be like, "There's boobs on the TV." My dad's like, "Hush."
That's funny.
Kid's got to be a man, man. You
know. Timothy Olsen says Tombstone. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Tombstone's a great
Young Guns 1 and 2.
You ain't no Daisy.
Yeah. Some good shit out there.
Speaking of some Texas flair, let's not get Rex in trouble. There's the wife rocking out as usual.
Oh, good.
Little ZZ Top.
I don't mind ZZ Top.
Could you hear that or no?
Very, very slightly.
Okay, cool. I always worry when I walk through the West Rock and Roll Zone, I'm gonna like get us a strike for
Nah.
some song playing in the background. Like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
in
I
the
didn't mean.
background and it's going through your phone. I think it might be distorted enough to slide, you know.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, you can tell what it is, but it's not radio quality.
Well, dude, you just never know these days. I mean, you can get struck for all kinds of silly shit.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
forget what they got Rex on last time. It was because he was playing it too loud.
What? Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
got struck. Yeah.
yeah. Remember, right, Rex? They said because it was playing too loud in the background and you
Well,
weren't
Vic
doing
had
enough
said if you
talking.
play it too loud, and I
Because that's what
played
Vic
like
does, right? He plays it in the background.
what was the
Oh, dude, I
thing?
turned into Vic. Was it yesterday? And he was fucking passed out on the stream for I don't know how long, dude. He was just sitting there snoring.
Oh well, he had a birthday party yesterday, although it was like 3 days early. His birthday's coming up, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, surprise
Maybe
birthday
that's.
party.
I just happened to pop in because I saw it was a big live stream, so I wanted to see what was going on. It was just him breathing.
Yeah, he breathed kind of hard. Yeah,
He's getting some Z's, you know.
yeah,
Oh my damn, brother.
he's had multiple surgeries on his deviated septum or whatever.
Man, did he play hockey as a kid or what? He get his nose broke a bunch?
He was in an accident, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
yeah,
anyway,
dude, I mean, but
looks like we're starting in the past, AD 20,
No, the
or maybe
future.
the future.
Yeah.
Well,
no, this
24
AD
years
20.
after the death.
is it? Have
It
you
says
seen it?
AD, brother.
So that's 24 after Christ died.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
AD after death, right?
All right. Maybe
Anno
they're rounding up.
Domini.
Darn Christians need to pay their taxes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Damn right.
Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody for coming. We're gonna go behind the scenes. I'll drop the link one more time in the chat if anyone wants to join us. That way, if we talk about anything Grizzly or whatever.
Tres Hombres was amazing too, Timothy. I don't know if that was the first one or not. It may have been. Hey, well, and join us for the show if you can.
Have a great
Absolutely.
Sunday.
Yeah. Maybe I need to send the link directly to Rick, but he's in the group. So we have a group on Twitter, or X as we call it, right? And it's called what is it called?
It's
called
Twitter.
the
Sunday Morning Crew.
Sunday Morning Crew. That's right. And I think I did drop it in Cross Comic Warriors 1.2, which I'm also a member of with Lorenzo and Tank Ferret and some others. And so they've got the link. So I don't know where Rick was last week or where he is this week. He usually comes in a little bit late because he's
I don't know how to work these group things all that well. I belong to a couple of them, but I don't like really post things on. I guess I gotta figure out how to work those.
I'm starting to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to use them better because I feel awkward.
Yeah, I'm just clicking buttons.
Anyway,
we'll
this
see what happens.
This is going to be a long episode, so I guess we better get to it. The start of season 3. I'm excited, guys.
Me too.
It ended off really nice. I wanted more. You always kind of want more after watching one of these, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and binge watch this when we get through all 4 seasons, and they're working on 5, and we got nothing else to show. I'm gonna be binge watching, and you know what? After we do all 4 seasons, if the 4th season's out, and it should be out by the time that this season ends, because we're only doing 1 episode a week, and runtime on each episode is different. About the same, but there's been some short ones ones. There's been some longer ones like this one. I think this is about the most lengthiest one that we've had so far.
Mhm.
So,
I believe so.
but they've all been good, and the writing just gets better and better. Like I said, the crowd scene, just a minor little thing. The sort of the way they staged it was the only criticism I had in all 3 seasons, and that's just a minor thing. I just felt like that they could have gave out a casting call. Hey, do you want to be an extra on The Chosen? And the way they staged it, there was, people with their mats and with their picnic blankets sit down, and there was space in between the people. And I was like, and they were like all in a square, and it was on flat ground. So just little minor things. But it, it doesn't look bad, to be all. I would never suspect that this was all filmed in Texas. You really do think you're in the Holy Land, in different sections of the Holy Land.
They do good. They make it look very accurate.
They really do. Yeah. I mean, the costumes are great. And just the writing is just, I don't know who they have writing all this or how they're putting all this together, and we got to meet Judas. We got to meet Judas. We know that doesn't.
The great betrayer.
Yeah. Don't name your children Judas, folks. That's not, or Benedict Arnold or Mike Pence. Oh, what? Too soon?
Hey.
Oh, okay. On that one.